Welcome to Griz Nation. I'm your host Grant. Today's episode, me and Gavin Smith sit down with the NCHS Softball team, talk about their upcoming regional, as well as roll call, all coming up on Griz Nation. Grant Kuiper, Gavin Smith. We are now joined by the NCHS Softball team with Jane Johnson and Stella Bays. Stella, you guys just wrapped up the regular season. Tell us a little bit about how the regular season was.
I mean, it was good. We had a couple wins and a couple losses, but when we work as a team, we play better together.
Jaden, you have 3 home runs this season as a freshman. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting to hit 3 in my first ones ever, and they've been really important to the games.
Jaden, tell us a little bit about how you prepare when you're coming up to the plate when you're batting.
I just try to get out of my head and just focus.
Jaden, you're a freshman that plays varsity. Is it much of a challenge stepping up to the varsity level?
Yeah, a lot different.
Yeah.
So you guys play Greenbrier East in the regional. You've seen them 2 times this season. The first time you saw them, you guys lost 4-6, but it was a really close game there. Tell us, how are you guys going to prepare when you guys go up to Greenbrier East to play them?
Try to work as a team.
Yeah.
Was there any kind of things that you felt like that maybe mistakes you guys made that you could clean up to maybe make that a little bit of a closer game and get the win?
Probably get out of our head more.
When you look at this regional bracket, and we'll put it up on the screen for you. You got Herbert Hoover at the 1 seed playing against Princeton. Hoover, we've talked about on the show in the beginning of the year, one of the best softball teams in the state. They're going to be hard to beat. But the thing is, though, we're in the bottom half of the region, right? We don't got to play them. You also got Shady and Ripley at the 4 and 5 spot. And then we come down to, Gavin, what we're going to call the Pikeview region. We got Pikeview Capital, and then obviously Greenbrier East, and then Nicholas County, the Grizzlies. So when you guys look at this bracket, if you feel like you can get the win against Greenbrier East that's coming up Monday, when you guys went to go play Pikeview, that was first game of the season. That was a 4 to 5 game. Yeah, 4 to 5 game. You guys were right there. So what do you think you guys need to do if you get that win against Greenbrier East to where when you guys go and play Pikeview, what do you think you guys could do there to maybe get that win? Because that was a close game, very beatable team.
Think that we can beat them and have our confidence up.
Yeah, definitely.
And past that, do you guys think that you have a very solid chance of making it even further?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
So tell us a little bit about the season's had highs and lows. Tell us about how you guys have been able to balance that.
Working as a team better definitely helps. A lot of the time whenever we lose, we're down on ourselves and we don't have any confidence or anything.
Hopefully, going into the regional, hopefully that confidence is there to where they can make a deep push, Gavin.
When you guys have those lows, do you guys work as a team to get back to those highs?
Not during the game. We definitely don't. I mean, we try to, but it just doesn't happen.
Yeah. Jaden, we hear you're a pitcher. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's a lot different from middle school.
Well, I'm sure, especially going from the middle school level, to the varsity level as a freshman. So how many times have you pitched this season? Quite a lot?
A couple, yeah.
A couple, yeah. Do you think that, as we get down the road here in these games, do you think you are prepared to where if you'd have to come in and pitch them, do you think you'd be prepared?
Yeah.
What Grant said you pitch, do you play any other positions?
Shortstop.
Shortstop. Do you like it there?
Yeah.
Stella, what position do you play?
Third base.
So you play third base. And Gavin, too, and Stella and Jaden, you can maybe expand on this more, but me and Gavin talked about on the show, this is a young Grizzlies team. Obviously, Stella, you're in 10th grade. Jaden's a freshman. Tell us how that's been, too. You guys are still learning a lot as well.
Yeah, we only have 1 senior, so it's, it's kind of hard for her to, help us and, be a leader when there's only one of her. Because our other senior quit, and it would definitely help us a lot more if we had more help with
Do you
us.
guys kind of look up to her as a role model?
Yeah.
And and that senior is Abby Hillary, and she has 100 hits on the season and 100 strikeouts. Tell us a little bit about that. We heard she committed to Potomac State, I believe. Tell us how she's kind of, you said that she's a great role model. Tell us how she's kind of been that leader of the team as being the only senior.
I mean, she really helps. I mean, she knows a lot about softball, and she helps us a lot.
Jada?
And she's definitely a good teammate.
Is she a good teammate?
Yeah.
When me and Gavin had her on the show with Schaefer in the beginning of the year, she seemed like a good teammate. She seemed like someone that was going to pick the team up when you were in that low moment to be able to rise that team. And hopefully to, I'm sure she wants to go and upset Greenbrier East and then maybe go and upset Pikeview Capital and get to the regional championship game.
Yeah, she definitely does.
So what do you guys think it's going to take to be able to make a deep regional run?
I think we just need to try our best and have to stay out of our heads.
Yeah, definitely.
The thing is too, even if you lose that first game or the second game or whatever down the road, it's double elimination, right? So just because, basketball, Gavin, football, it's single elimination. Softball, baseball, you get 2 chances at it. If the first time maybe you lose, you still got a second chance. So how do you think you guys are going to be able to compose yourself to where if you lose that first game, you can go get a win in that second game?
I mean, definitely just try to win and have confidence that we are going to win.
So you guys have a very young team. Do you foresee you guys having plenty of good runs in the future?
Yeah, we've learned a lot to help us for regionals.
Yeah. Well, guys, we appreciate you coming on the show, and we wish you the best of luck at regionals.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great guy for Brady Miles. Brady, what do we have on the roll call today?
For baseball, Friday the 8th is versus Greenbrier at home. Then it's Monday the 11th, that's versus Princeton away. Then we have Tuesday the 12th, that's versus Wyoming East home. Then we have Wednesday versus Clay, that is away. And then we have the last one, Friday, Wyoming East, that is away.
Brady, also going to softball, we'll put the bracket up on the screen for you. The region, Brady, we're going to call this the Herbert Hoover region. Herbert Hoover plays Princeton, Shady plays Ripley. Those winners will move on and play that game, and then the 2 losers will drop down, and then you have the winner out of those 4 teams will advance to state. 2 teams advance to state from the 3rd regional. Then you got the we'll call it the Pikeview region. You got Greenbrier East, Nicholas County. Hopefully the Grizzlies can go down there. We just talked to them with Gavin Smith. They seem like they're very confident that they can go make a deep run. We got also Pikeview Capital. The 2 winners of those 2 games will move on and play. The Grizzlies play Monday. So this Monday they will play, and then if they win, they will play Tuesday. If they lose, they will play Tuesday. And then depending on if they advance or not, that championship game will be Wednesday. And then if the 7th game is necessary to advance on the states, that more information will come out when needed.
So you also said it is double elimination.
It is double elimination, so you have 2 shots to win. Brady, who are we going to shout out to?
I don't know. I was not informed.
Holly Brown. We'll see you next time on Griz Nation.